Yeah. Good afternoon, Pep. Nice to see you. I'll turn my camera on. That would help. Sorry about that. I wonder if there's any positive updates on the likes of Nathan Ake, Laporte, and Kevin De Bruyne, and whether they might be involved tomorrow. Any chance at all, Pep?
Yeah, some of them will be involved, some of them no. You will know it tomorrow.
After what you did kind of in midweek with John Stones coming on when Fernandinho got injured, does John come into your thoughts as covering that position in midfield?
No. I see John as in his position center defender. So, but in some moments, or we have more problems. So at the end, yes, another alternative. But right now, I want to join. He's confident in central back.
And we've talked about the problem not having any fans at the moment. You have 3 away games. I know lots of travelling, but does it also change the mood inside a stadium for the home team and the away team? Does it make it easier for away teams to play football without home fans there, Pep?
I think for both teams. So all the managers, we want to keep being focused 90 minutes as much as possible, and the fans help to the players to be there. So that is what it is. So we have to wait a little bit longer, but I think every team, with fans or without fans, prefer to play at home than away.
And a final point from me, you've had lots of success going to West Ham. I think 4 wins, 17 goals and one conceded. Did you see more character from them based on their performance against Spurs when they came from 3-0 down to make it 3-3?
It's past is the past, so we have good results, but it's the past. And what we saw against Tottenham, and not just Tottenham, so now the game is still alive. Always West Ham has incredible quality players up front in the middle, and they play really well against Tottenham, not just the last minutes or the second half. Even with 3-0 down, they play with a lot of personality. They are not just thinking, just defending, because they have players to attack, and they are in a good form. So definitely they are in a good moment for them.
Thanks very much, Pep. Good luck on your travels.
Thank you.
We can go to Olivia at PLP, please.
Hi, Pep.
Hi.
Just on the season as a whole, obviously you've spoken about how much of a crazy season it's been. Do you think this season there's more of a chance of it being the sort of most open title race ever, as in not just 2 or 3 or 4 teams in it, but perhaps 5, 6 or 7 teams?
I don't know, Olivia. It's too early to know. It looks like because there are results that are expected, but it's, I think, for the situation we live all around the world, not just in this bubble, in our training center. So in our normal life, private lives, you cannot go out as usual before, and the restaurants is a problem, and I think everybody take an influence a little bit in the game. So, but it's too early. We have 4 games. Yeah, we play 4 or 5 games, so it's not much.
Do you think that that makes it a little bit more exciting in a way that sort of no one really knows what's going to happen?
I think before I came here, or what the history speaks for itself, the Premier League is the most open league in the world. For many teams can win it. So what happened? I think the last 3 seasons with 2 teams dominated the league for a big gap for the other ones, reaching almost 100 points 3 seasons. Is an exceptional situation in this league. So I think the normality will be back, I think, this season, but we'll see.
And just finally, one last question. How impressed have you been with Ruben Dias coming in and slotting in so well into your defence? How much of an impact has he had?
Yeah, settled good, settled quick. He came from Lisboa, from Benfica, fully fit, and of course he needs still time to get some situations, some ideas or rhythm or process that we needed, but he's incredible, open-minded, and the personality is huge, so he settled really well. The games he played.
Perfect, thank you.
Thanks, please, guys.
Pep, how do you manage your squad through this? Do you just have to pick one team at a time and not look too far ahead, or can you work out where you can give a player a break because there's no let up in the intensity of the games that you're playing?
Well, I would say that all the teams playing in Europe, they have this problem, Champions League, Europa League. So the schedule is completely crazy for everyone, especially the teams that play in Europe. And my answer is I don't know. I would like to answer you, but some games or some 3-4 games in a row, maybe I decide to play with the same squad, or maybe in other ones I will make 4 or 5 changes. So it depends. Right now, today is the first day. Before the game, the previous games, the day before, I knew exactly which was my selection. Right now, today, I don't know it. So we'll play tomorrow at 12:30. So no much recovery today. The guys train really well. But this afternoon, tonight, we will decide. We will see game by game. So because you prepare something, and after they are injured, there are niggles in some players. There are players that come back. They get the form immediately. The other ones need more time. So we will see game by game.
It just strikes me that there's 13 teams in the league basically who every week they have a week's rest, and 7 teams who have to play and play and play. And after a while, you might get caught out.
Definitely. That's why this league always was so difficult, and everyone can lose in everywhere, because it's for this reason. So the team have 7-8 days to prepare game by game. They're having a huge advantage for the other teams. But the other side, the teams who compete to win titles and be on top, is the way we have to live. We cannot adjust, or we cannot accept, or we cannot handle this situation. You cannot train and be manager or play in these teams.
Pep, we know that Fernandinho is going to be out for the next 4 to 6 weeks. Are you confident that you've got the quality and the leadership within the squad to cope with that?
He's leading. A leader can be on the pitch and off the pitch as well. So because we spend, except 90 minutes, we spend all together a lot of time. So he can help us in different way. The injury stuff, but yesterday the results were a little bit more optimistic. So I think we'll be shorter than 1 month. So we don't arrive at 6 weeks. So that is a good for us. Being tough, being not good is good.
A lot of injuries already this season for Man City and a number of other clubs as well. And when you look at the schedule of the season, it's likely that there will be injuries throughout the season. Do you think it will be the side that copes best with injuries that will win the Premier League this year?
Yeah, it's important. When you have all the squad, you have more chances to win games, of course. But yeah, doing as much we can, and we do it. So it's difficult to sometimes control it, because I hear it and new competitions in Europe, and they want to create new things, and always the same. So just 2-3 weeks a year to rest for the players. This is the crazy situation for all of them.
Matt Mahay, please, guys.
Hi, Pep. Hope you're well. Just going back to one of the early questions about the record at the London Stadium, and the amount of goals you scored. But that also spreads into the Premier League. It's been a very crazy year. Have the players said anything to you? Have you watched their psychology? What is the psychology behind why there's so many goals in the Premier League this year?
I don't know. The reason why I don't know, I think the reason is a little, maybe, I don't know. So I don't know the reason why many goals. Maybe it can be for the situation, exceptional situation, that in a short time you can handle it. For a long time, maybe the players needs, the warmth from the spectators, from the normal routine and the normal life, and maybe this is one of the reasons, or maybe not. I don't know.
As you mentioned, no fans still in stadiums. You live in Manchester. Manchester's now in Tier 3 of these government guidelines, so they're not going to return anytime soon here, you would imagine. Have you got a message for the people of Manchester this afternoon as they head back into Tier 3?
Yeah, I know it's all around the world. Unfortunately, it's where it is. We have to adapt with the scientists and the politicians. Hopefully, they have an agreement. Decision is both sides have the right thing. We have to follow the instructions. So stay safe, stay well, because the second wave from this virus is already here, and it's all around the world. It happened. So in Barcelona, for example, it's the same. No restaurants are closed. It's an incredible economic damage for all of them, for all the businesses, the small or big ones. So now it's time to resist as much as possible. Hopefully the governments can help the families, because maybe cannot go to work, and help the families to sustain their own life until, the virus is over, because it's difficult for all the families not get incomes monthly. So stay, and work and keep the families in the normal way. So hopefully the governments can help, and all the resources can focus this tonight for the NHS, for the hospitals, and for the families.
Thank you, Pep. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Right, Caldera, please go.
Hi, Pep. Just a
Hi.
quick one on me. Do you have an idea when Gabriel is coming back on the training pitch?
He's getting better, but it was a tough injury. What we said. Hopefully, I don't know. Still, he could not train with us. I know when he'll start, will be ready, because it's a guy who gets the form quick. But right now, I don't know. Maybe 1 week, 2 weeks more. I don't know.
Thank you.
No.
Just the last couple before the embargo, please, guys. We'll go to Paul Bayes.
Hi, hello, buenas, Pep.
Yeah.
Hi, I just want to ask just a couple of questions. Tomorrow is El Clásico. Do you plan to watch it after your game?
What time play?
At 3, I think.
At 3?
Yep,
We are flying back to Manchester.
cool. And just to some football fans, it can be surprising probably to see this game with two teams that are probably less dominant in terms of their performances of what they used to be in the last decade. Barca arrived in the early stages of the Ronald Koeman project, and Real Madrid arrives just after two surprising defeats. Do you think that both teams still need to find themselves? How do you see the game?
Normally, at the beginning of the season, the big clubs always maybe struggle a little bit, but they will get their own rhythm, their own path, and I think sooner than later, both teams, they will be winning games in a row and come back in the normal positions that every season they are in all competitions. So after that, in knockout games, in one game, everything can happen, but normally, like you are not breaking the season. So finish the season, after 2 weeks you start another one, and for the big clubs, when it's so demanding in every season to fight for all the titles, and sometimes need a little bit, time to get everything, especially with the Barcelona with Ronald, that being new needs a little bit more time, but I'm pretty sure they will get it what they want.
Finish on Phil Medalcott, please, guys.
Hi, Pep. Just want to check that the only other injury concern is Benjamin Mendy, and obviously we're assuming that he's still out of
He's
action.
out. He's definitely out for tomorrow, for the next days.
And other than Nathan, nothing else new came from the.
Yeah, tomorrow